All new tonight at 6 for you. After the tragic killing of 19 children and 2 teachers at a Texas elementary school, Congress dedicated almost $1 billion to help prevent future violence and improve student mental health. But a Where's the Money investigation found just a dozen school districts in the Carolinas have actually received money.
Not a single one of them is in North Carolina. Our Nate Morabito discovered a year and a half after lawmakers funded the new program, $40 million in the Carolinas sits unused.
Blame it on bureaucracy, timing, lack of awareness, or school districts just don't have grant writers on staff. But the end result is all the same. Students in the most at-risk districts across the Carolinas are unnecessarily losing out on critical support.
Some of the stories, they're hard to believe.
Near the western edge of York County,
It is heartbreaking.
between 2 towns, each home to fewer than 500 people,
When I first came, I thought, what did children in this age group have to be worried and concerned about?
the rural countryside makes way to Hickory Grove Sharon Elementary School.
I had no idea that some of these kids were struggling with some of the things they're struggling with.
Inside, students aren't the only ones learning a valuable lesson.
I have had, believe it or not, second grade students who told me that they've thought about doing things to themselves.
Belinda Ezel has since found out, for some, this school is the most stable and supportive environment in those children's lives.
Is it going to be helpful for you to dwell on this?
Thanks
Because
in
you
part
end up-
to her. As another school day ends, the mental health therapist can only hope the tools she regularly shares with 30 of the school's highest risk students and their families
Sometimes I just think, I'm not sure how some of these children kind of survive their life.
will get them through the night.
It keeps me up to think that I'm going to miss something, you know.
The odds of success greatly improved this school year when Ezel's district stopped splitting her time between 2 schools and dedicated her full time here.
You just can't replace that human being and that interaction.
Soon every school in York 1, the school district with the highest poverty rate in the county, will have a mental health therapist, thanks to a $350,000 Stronger Connections grant.
For a lot of kids, it's going to be life-changing.
The district is one of just a dozen districts in South Carolina that secured this federal funding. Less than 25% of eligible school systems applied for the grant, leaving more than $11 million available but unused.
There is no intention to send this money back, and we are looking at exploring different ways to make sure this money is allocated.
We have finally got the Stronger Connections grant raring to go.
In North Carolina, bureaucracy and communication problems have delayed the Department of Public Instruction's original goal of awarding its money in 2023. Only about half of North Carolina's eligible districts applied. Their grants are now held up in what the state calls a waiting game. All $29 million currently unspent.
Alethea. She was one of the 19 children that were killed.
In the wake of the Uvalde school shooting in his hometown,
the main thing the family said is, make our kids' lives matter.
But now we have a solution.
the actor Matthew McConaughey and his wife created the Green Lights Grant Initiative as a solution to this problem.
They realize that the grant process is too complicated, and school districts need support.
Their goal is to help school districts apply for safety and mental health grants. The organization will notify districts when grants become available, offer training to simplify the application process, and provide grant writers where needed.
We know we have needs in this district. We all want to do something about it.
York One knows a grant writer can make all the difference. Since the district's economy limits funding, the school system has one on staff, Lisa Spangler.
Any grant that we get is a win for our students.
And her work continues to pay off every school year.
I thought, this child is serious. He has seriously thought about stabbing himself. It made me want to cry, and I do cry.
Tears are inevitable.
I do what I can do while I have them with me.
But we all can learn a lesson from Belinda Ezel and her school district.
I can see them developing skills.
Taking advantage of available grants can help meet struggling kids where they are, helping them feel better about themselves, safer, and more prepared for success in and out of the classroom. Nate Morabito, WCNC Charlotte.
Part of our jobs as journalists here is to keep those in power accountable, especially when it comes to your taxpayer money.
Yeah, Nate and our Where's the Money team want to see where your dollars are going, how they're being spent. And so we do want to ask you, what sort of money issues do you want us to look into? If you have a story idea, you have a tip for us to check out, let us know. You can send us an email to money@wcnc.com.